The Earth is flat. Why do you say that?
For many of us, the idea that the Earth is a globe in space, orbiting the Sun, is a pretty unchallengeable belief. But in recent years, there has been a sharp increase in the number of people around the world who actually believe the Earth is flat. A quick Google search reveals thousands of hours of online content from a new breed of Flat Earth YouTube celebrities. So just what are Flat Earthers' beliefs? And where does their complete rejection of humanity's work in science come from? On my journey to understand more about the theories behind Flat Earth, I'm travelling to Farndon by the banks of the River Dee in Cheshire. I'm meeting with Vic Button, a Flat Earth advocate and DIY YouTuber. The former Green Party secretary heads up the Chester Flat Earth group and has more than 2,000 followers on YouTube. So this is the garden area. Fantastic. Vic has transformed his garden into what he believes to be the country's only Flat Earth public space. I was keen to find out more about the origins of his beliefs. So when did your kind of belief in kind of flat Earth start, and when did you kind of stop believing in the kind of in the globe theory?
I was researching something not connected to flat Earth on the internet, and well, something came up on the site, and it took me eye about the Bedford level experiment. You know, I thought,
yeah.
Well, and I left it, didn't think about it then for a few days, and I thought, that was, still in my mind that.
Yeah.
So I went back into that, and then up came on the internet, on the YouTube, a lot of other stuff on it, so I went more and more into it, researching it.
There are a number of different theories surrounding the makeup of a flat Earth. With Vic's adamance clear to see from just a few minutes with him, I wanted to find out his beliefs. Can I ask you a question on flat Earth?
Yeah.
There's a few different theories as to like kind of people I've heard, like the dome theory or the clock face theory and stuff like that. What have you got? Is there a particular theory that you're invested in?
I am favouring the dome, or some sort of shell or whatever. It's something. It's a pressurised system, so I can't see how it could work without being a pressurised system. Everything just goes out into the so-called space, and we'd all die, no air.
And then who has kind of constructed this kind of?
Well, it'd have to be a creation. Now, again, you can go the religious way, or you could go the simulation way. What David Icke's people go into, it's all a simulation. Or you can go the creation, the creator, or creators, or whatever. But I think it's got to be a deeper reason why all the nations in the world can come, which are all in collaboration. Obviously, it wouldn't work out if they were not all in collaboration. We've got the International Space Station, China, Russia, another minute, supposedly.
Yeah. Why would they lie? Why do you think they would lie about it?
Well, this is what I was just covering then. If they could be lying that's about the creation. They want to take people away from nature, natural nature, which if you look around you, that's happening. You can see that. We're going away from nature, and we're all individually brilliant beyond belief. But they wouldn't want us to know that because we've always been slaves.
A perceived lack of proof surrounding a number of scientific theories is central to flat Earth beliefs. Vic remains adamant that not all we think has been proved yet.
I've got all information. That's another thing. Do you feel as if you're going round 1,000 miles an hour?
I don't.
We're going to get into gravity now, aren't we?
But gravity's a theory.
Yeah.
It's all ridiculous. The more you go into it, the more absolutely ludicrous the whole thing is. We've got to be still. We're still, look. I can't see anything moving. The sun's going across the sky.
Yeah.
We're not moving around it. The sun's going across.
My time with Vic had been an in-at-the-deep-end flat Earth experience. His passion for the subject and certainty in his arguments was striking, if at times not all that convincing. In Liverpool, I want to hear the thoughts of the science community on the rise of flat Earth. Adam?
Hello.
Nice to meet you, I'm Ross.
Me too.
I'm meeting with astrophysicist Adam Dadd to hear his opinion on some of the theories I'd encountered and how science counters them. So I was speaking to a flat earther last week,
Yeah.
and one of the big points he made was that if centrifugal force was correct, we'd all be spinning off the Earth. And can you kind of shed a bit of light on that as to where kind of the scientific realm comes from that?
Okay, so the reason we don't spin off the Earth is basically conservation of momentum. So once you jump, for example, the Earth suddenly doesn't move past and you come back down at a different point. That's because you're still moving at the same pace that the Earth is rotating.
Okay.
So you basically have, you're basically just still moving at the same pace, even if you're in the air.
So why can't we actually kind of feel the Earth spinning?
Right, so what we actually feel is, we feel acceleration. So, for example, if you're on a bus and you're at a set of traffic lights, when you first accelerate forward is when you get a push back from the force. So when you're moving at a constant speed, you don't feel any of these forces because there's no forces acting on you.
Right.
So you can move at a constant velocity without feeling any kind of force.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think it's crazy. It's kind of it's odd how quickly this is gaining momentum, and I think it's a lot to do with just society at the moment and a feeling of distrust and being lied to by the government or an idea of people wanting to get to know a truth that's out there or something along these lines.
In Chester, I'm back with Vic at a Chester Flat Earth Group meetup. The group has been steadily growing since its formation and is seeing people of all ages attending. Peter Peterson is another flat earther taking his beliefs online. I wanted to find out more about the lives of flat earthers behind the camera.
I trust my brother. I trust my brother. That's about a woman that was in my life many years ago that I don't have contact with, but they're the only two people that I trust.
Is it lonely being a flat earther?
No, well, not for me, because I have a brother. I have a very good relationship with my brother. I reckon it could be, yeah. Because you've got the fear of being ostracised. But you can be ostracised thinking the Earth is a spinning ball. Because people are tribalistic. People are naturally tribalistic. You know, if you're a Liverpool supporter and you want to go into a pub where there's lots of Arsenal supporters, you'll be ostracised. If you're a Labour voter or a Labour supporter and you'll hang around with Tory supporters, you'll be ostracised.
My exploration into flat Earth and the people who occupy it had been an eye-opening experience. I thought about Vic and the Chester Flat Earth Group, whose views to some may seem radical, but to them an expression of enlightenment and heightened social awareness. I also wondered how the flat Earth and traditionally scientific world could possibly coexist when they couldn't be further apart. With millions of people worldwide now signing up to the flat Earth ethos, the battle between the two ideas looks set to continue, around and across the world.